So you know my feelings hurt because I don't want to have to tell Spanky, because I already know how Spanky, we both know how Spanky's gonna feel. So like I said, I was a big girl, so you wouldn't been able to tell that, you know, I was pregnant anyways. But weeks started to go by. Like, I already went to my first doctor's appointment, went to my first WIC appointment, everything like that. So I'm probably, by the time, like, I'm probably like 6 weeks or whatever. By the time I go to the doctor, I'm like, I think I'm like 8, yeah, 8 weeks or 9, I forgot. But anyways, the weeks start passing by. So every single time Donna would come to the restaurant, she was like, did you tell Spanky? I said, nope. I said, not yet. It's busy right now. Mind you, there'd be like 3 customers in there. I mean, every excuse in the world not to tell. Because I'm like, she's going to eventually tell him. Like, I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to tell him. So every time she would come in there, she would ask me that same question. Did you tell Spanky? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm still hoping that you're gonna tell him. She was like, Ludi, no. So, so now I'm coming in like, I got my, like I'm getting heavier too, because I'm eating. I mean, plus Spanky and them had some good food. That's why I gained like majority of my weight anyways. But probably that's why I end up having high blood pressure, because I was eating there all the time. So it's probably like, I probably was like hitting like 2-3 months by this time. That's how long it took me to tell Spanky. Donna got fed up. Like, she just popped up like one day. Like, it was slow, because usually during football season and sometimes basketball season, like, we would be busy because there was Steeler fans. And when I tell you, them Steeler fans down in Florida, they don't play. They was there faithfully on Sundays. So this particular day, it was slow. It had to be like on a Monday or something like that, because they just popped up. And mind you, Donna already had, I think, her second child around this time. So they popped in one day, and it was slow or whatever. I'm thinking it's just a normal pop-up day, and we coming to see the kids, and they're stopping by to do whatever they usually do. And then she goes, oh, Spanky, Ludi needs to talk to you. When I tell you, my heart sunk from my belly to my butt to my feet. I don't think it could have gone lower than that. Like, I don't think I could be floored the way she did it. I think my life flashed before. I don't know. And you know, Spanky all, you know, jolly, and you know, like, he's like, oh, what's up? What you want to talk to me about? And I'm like, the fuck? Like, I hate being in trouble, because I used to get in trouble all the time for nothing. So when I got in trouble for stuff, like, I really got scared. Like, I always thought, like, the worst. I was gonna get the worst beaten, the worst cursed out, whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she just So, and he seemed like I think he felt like it was something serious, because Donna was like, go to the back table, because nobody else in the restaurant knew. I didn't tell nobody but Donna. So Donna was the only one that knew, and I think she was just kind of fed up of holding the secret for herself anyways. So yeah, so we go back to the booth away from everybody and sat down. And when I tell you, I think I wanted to cry so bad. I wanted to cry so bad, because I didn't know, like, what he was gonna say. Like, if he was gonna be, I knew everybody was disappointing in me anyways. I was used to that, you know what I'm saying? But for them, especially for Spanky, because like I said, like, I see him like a father figure, and he was just so positive in my life. And for me to tell him this and knowing that he don't like him, and then basically I felt like I'm ruining my life, but I don't want to get rid of this baby because I don't want, you know, me having to pay for it again by myself. I said, so he's like, what's going on? Like, what? He's like, for real, like, you okay? Is everything okay? I said, yeah, everything's okay. Everything's okay, just like that. And I was like, I was like, I'm pregnant. It's like, he said, what? What? My head is down, still down the whole time I'm talking to him. I said, oh, I'm pregnant. Just like that. He said, and he said the same thing. He said about the first kid. By that, I was like, yeah. He's just like, Ludi. He's like, how far along? I'm like, I think at that time, yeah, I was like 3 months. He's like, Ludi. He's like, yeah. Like, I just him saying my name like that, it was just disappointing. But then it was like, he basically said, well, you know, are you planning to keep it? I said, yeah. And he's like, it does, you know, he want it? And I'm like, really, I don't care. Like, cause, you know, I already said I'm keeping it, you know. And then he was like, well, you know, we're always here for you, but and then he just said, that's all he said. But he was like, well, we're always here for you, just like that. But he's like, who else knows? I was like, he's like, Donna knows? I'm like, yeah, that's who I told. I told her to tell you because I didn't want to tell you. He's like, oh, this is what we're doing. Oh, and then Donna comes over and sits at the booth, and so she's like, so did she tell you? And he was like, yeah. So we're just all three just looking at each other and just like, I know I'm disappointed, they're disappointed, but it was a decision that was already made way before anyways, because yeah, so that was the most difficult part of me during my pregnancy. Like, I had to deal with was telling them. But once like everybody got, because Donna was like, I need to keep it a secret until, you know, like, I think 12 months. Damn, well, I haven't been pregnant so long, I forgot the rule. But it's like, I think you have to wait until you hit the second trimester to then start telling people, you know, you're pregnant. And by the second trimester, I already has my sonograms and what he was. And which was so weird too, because the first person I had kids with really wanted a girl, because he was like, if I had a boy, which I ended up having, he was like, oh, he's gonna have to share me, because he knows my son is gonna be like really clingy to me. He's gonna probably be a mama's boy, which he was. So throughout my whole pregnancy, like, we was still going back and forth, arguing and fighting and stuff like that.